Hey everybody, welcome to Glenn Nette's Cow Emporium. I'm Nette, and in this video Glenn is going to talk to you about the rake, how we use it, and why we use it and when we use it, and some of the things that are good and bad about the rake when we're raking our hay. Now off to you, Glenn. Glenn? Sometimes it's a big farm. I gotta go find him. Oh, Glenn, I found you. I know. You just like to hide from me. You were talking to your dad about stacking bales.
Yes, I was.
Okay. So you're going to tell us the who, what, when, why, and how of raking. The good and the bad.
Yeah, this is our rake. It's just a little side discharge rake. It's what we have. We try not to rake because raking is an extra operation, but if we're in a hurry trying to get something to dry, or if it gets wet and down, then we're forced to rake it. You don't want to rake too far ahead of your baler just in case it gets rained down, because then it really is hard to do anything with. And the rake fluffs everything up, so if the wind comes up, it all blows away. So you try and stay pretty close to your baler with the rake, just get it fluffed up, and then have the baler come along about an hour or two behind it and pick it up after it's had a chance to dry. There's a whole bunch of adjustments you can make on them. You can just, right now it's set just to flip over the swath that's running between the wheels of the tractor, but you can set it to grab a much wider area with the setting there and all these different holes where the wheels are. And you can literally spend days moving the bolts around on that to figure out where you want it. And every time you change it, it doesn't do what you think it's going to do. But when it came originally, it had some kind of cardboardy things here to keep the hay from wrapping up in the spindles here, but they got old and weathered and fell off, and it really works just fine without them. And it'd be nice if we had one that rakes two big swaths together. It's on my Christmas wish list, but some years we never even use this when we're haying. It's just because you got enough dry weather. But this year we're in a hurry and it's got dry, lots of hay out there, so we're trying to get it picked up.
The little spindles they spin. Yeah, they don't quite, when I set it, I don't set it so it's on the ground, just slightly above the ground. And the little spindles spin and get underneath of the swath?
Yeah, they just kind of pick it up from the side. Each one does a little bit, and it just slowly picks it up and rolls it over. You don't want to roll it over too much or too hard, because every time you roll it, more grass, the leaves fall off and shatter. You lose more, and there's less you pick up. So raking, it speeds things up, but you lose a certain percentage because of tramping down and raking and shattering and stuff. So it's, it helps, but it's that's like everything you do, it's not perfect. This thing has been pretty low maintenance. I think it's got a used set of tires on it, and it's been here as long as I have, and I don't think we've ever done anything to it except grease it and put it to work.
Thanks, Glenn. Okay, just so you know that everything's not sunshine and apple pie all the time, This isn't a super big deal, but Glenn's going to replace the skid plate on the bottom of the Haybine. There's one on either side, and ideally the Haybine would run on the skid plate, but Glenn finds that he replaces them too often. So we happen to have one that he took off or made from some other Haybine. So he's replacing that. Just a little maintenance. So this is the haying crew, the Haybine, the tractor with the rake, and the tractor with the baler. So the tractor that's on the baler right now is the one that Glenn uses for the Haybine, and the hitch on it needs to be changed every time he switches back and forth. So he's gotten pretty fast at it. Takes him less than an hour now to switch the hitches back and forth. And then he's back in business. It's just one of those kind of years where the thunderstorms are rolling through. Farmers kind of have a love-hate relationship with the weather this time of year. We want it to rain, and then we want it to stop so we can hay or harvest. Not fussy at all.